Hey there, coin enthusiasts and accidental treasure hunters. Did you know that the humble penny in your pocket could potentially change your life? That's right, today, we're talking about the 2019 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, rumored to be worth a jaw-dropping $1 million. But hold on, don't run to your change jar just yet. Before you start imagining yourself on a private yacht, we're diving into the real story behind this penny, its insane market value, and whether or not your spare change could actually make you a millionaire. Grab your magnifying glass, sit tight, and let's uncover the truth. You might want to start checking your couch cushions after this. Alright, so what's the deal with the 2019 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny? First things first, what does no-mint mark even mean? Well, most coins have a tiny letter that tells you where they were made, like D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. But some coins, like the 2019 penny from the Philadelphia Mint, skip the mint mark altogether. It's like the coin decided to go incognito. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, that's cool, but why on earth would it be worth $1 million? Here's the kicker. It's not just about the lack of a mint mark. It's about condition, rarity, and hype. If your 2019 penny is in flawless, uncirculated condition, like it looks like it just rolled off the minting press, it could be part of a rare batch that collectors go bananas for. These are called MS-70 graded coins, which means they're practically perfect. Think of it like grading your high school essays. Most of mine were a solid C+, but this penny? It's the valedictorian of coins. The $1 million claim comes from some collectors willing to pay top dollar for pristine coins with a special history or error. And while a regular 2019 penny might only be worth a penny, a high-grade version in mint condition has reportedly fetched massive offers at auctions. This is cool and all, but who's actually paying that much for a penny? And honestly, it's probably someone who has way too much money and a serious love for Lincoln. Quick story time. Back in college, I found a penny on the sidewalk, picked it up, and told my friends, "This is lucky." They laughed at me, but guess who found a $20 bill the very next day? That penny was my lucky charm. Fast forward to today, and I've been obsessively checking pennies ever since. Do I have a $1 million coin? Not yet. But hey, the thrill of the hunt keeps me going, and it gives me an excuse to look at money all day. So, is your 2019 no-mint mark penny worth $1 million? Maybe. It all depends on its condition, rarity, and if you're lucky enough to have one that collectors are drooling over. The lesson here? Don't underestimate your pocket change. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on coins worth money, how to spot valuable treasures, and maybe even a little coin collecting humor, hit that subscribe button. Let's turn spare change into a fortune, one penny at a time. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story. Maybe yours is worth $1 million. Imagine this. You're rummaging through your old piggy bank, expecting a couple of sticky pennies and maybe a rusty nickel. But instead, you find the 2002 Abraham Lincoln penny. Not just any penny. This one doesn't have a mint mark and could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.1 million. Yeah, you heard me right. A single cent, worth more than a mansion. Stick around because today, we're diving into the story of this fascinating coin and how it could change your life, or at least your wallet. Alright, let's break it down. What makes this little copper coin worth its weight in gold? Or, I guess, more than its weight in gold? Back in 2002, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies. Most of these were made in Denver and Philadelphia, and you can spot their little mint marks, a D or a P under the year. But every now and then, a penny slips through the cracks without a mint mark. It's like the coin decided to go rogue and ditch its identity. Now, here's the kicker. No mint mark coins aren't always rare, but this specific 2002 penny? It's an error coin that collectors are losing their minds over. Some believe it was a test coin that accidentally got released into circulation. Others think it's a 1 in a billion manufacturing glitch. Either way, it's a rockstar in the coin world. But why the $1.1 million price tag? That's the magic of coin collectors. When something's rare and unique, people will pay top dollar to own it. It's like Pokemon cards, but shinier and with Abraham Lincoln's face on it. Now, let me share a little story. A few years ago, I was cleaning out my junk drawer, that one drawer where you throw everything you don't know what to do with. Anyway, I found a handful of pennies. I thought, who even uses these anymore? I almost tossed them out, but something told me to look closer. Turns out, none of them were worth a fortune, but I did learn the value of checking before chucking. Imagine if I'd thrown away a $1.1 million coin. So, here's how you can find out if you've struck gold, or copper in this case. First, grab a magnifying glass. No mint mark under the year? Bingo. Next, check the condition. A flawless coin, or what experts call mint state, fetches the highest price. Finally, consider getting it authenticated. There are professional grading services that'll confirm if your coin is the real deal or just a humble penny. Now, let's be real. Finding a $1.1 million penny is like finding a needle in a haystack. But hey, isn't it worth a quick look through your change jar? Plus, learning about coins is fun, and who knows? You might stumble upon a smaller treasure. Before you dive into your coin collection, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and stories to share about coins that could make you rich, or at least impress your friends. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or just want to say hi. Imagine this. You're digging through an old jar of pennies and bam, you stumble upon one worth $1.2 million. Sounds like a fantasy, right? Well, it's not. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1971 Lincoln penny, the little coin that could make you rich. Stick around because not only will we talk about why it's worth so much, but I'll also share a wild story of how I almost overlooked a valuable coin in my own collection. Spoiler alert, it involves my dog and a very suspicious chew toy. Alright, let's get to the good stuff. So, what's so special about the 1971 Lincoln penny? First, let me clarify, it's not just any 1971 penny. We're talking about the one minted in San Francisco with the little S mint mark below the date. And no, that S doesn't stand for super rich, but it might as well, right? Now, here's why this coin is causing such a buzz. A rare batch of these pennies was struck with an incredibly sharp double die. That means parts of the design, like Lincoln's profile or the lettering, appeared doubled. It's like the coin couldn't decide if it wanted to be one penny or two. This error makes it a collector's dream. And get this, one of these bad boys recently sold for $1.2 million at auction. Million, with an M. Let's pause for a moment of silence for all the 1971 pennies we spent on gum. So, how do you know if you have one? Grab your magnifying glass, or let's be real, your phone camera, and inspect the coin closely. Look at Lincoln's eye, the date, and the words "In God We Trust." If they look a little blurry or doubled, congratulations, you might be holding a fortune. But before you start planning your dream vacation, let me share a quick personal story that a few years ago. I found a coin in my stash that looked odd. I set it aside and forgot about it. Months later, my dog Max decided it was the perfect chew toy. When I pried it from his slobbery jaws, I realized it was a 1943 steel penny, worth a pretty penny itself. Lesson learned: always check your coins before your dog claims them. So, what's the takeaway here? Your spare change might be worth more than just spare change. Whether it's a 1971 Lincoln penny, a rare quarter, or even a forgotten dollar bill with a fancy serial number, always take a second look. Who knows? You could turn a dusty coin jar into a gold mine. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more tips on finding coins worth money, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's hunt for treasures together. Oh, and don't forget to drop a comment. What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Or, if you're like me, let me know if your dog's ever eaten your retirement fund. What if I told you that this tiny little penny right here could make you a millionaire? Yep, you heard me. This is no clickbait. Somewhere out there is a 2016 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. So, before you toss that spare change back into the coffee jar, you might want to stick around because today, we're diving into why this penny is such a big deal and how you could potentially strike gold, or copper in this case. Okay, let's start with the basics. Most pennies from 2016 have either a D or P mint mark, showing they were made in Denver or Philadelphia. But every now and then, you'll find one without a mint mark. Now, here's the kicker. Most no mint mark coins are from the Philadelphia Mint, so that alone isn't rare. But the 2016 Lincoln penny that sold for $1.3 million? That bad boy is an entirely different story. It was an error coin, and that's what makes it so insanely valuable. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, how do I know if I have one of these golden, copper tickets? Well, grab a magnifying glass, Sherlock, because here's what you're looking for. Pristine condition. We're talking no scratches, no wear, and a deep, glossy luster. Coin collectors call this mint state, and the higher the grade, the more dollar it's worth. One lucky collector found theirs in uncirculated condition and BAM, millionaire status. When I first got into coin collecting, I thought I struck gold with an old penny I found in my car's cup holder. Turns out, it was just dirty. But hey, we've all got to start somewhere, right? Now, if you're serious about hunting for valuable coins, get yourself a professional coin grading service. Think of it as a Tinder matchmaker, but for coins and collectors. These experts authenticate your coin, grade it, and basically tell you if it's worth millions, or just enough to buy a pack of gum. Search your spare change. Look for that shiny, no mint mark 2016 penny. Check its condition. Get it graded if it looks promising, and most importantly, don't lose it between the couch cushions. Seriously, that would be a tragedy. That little penny in your pocket? It could be worth more than a house. So, take a second look at your change. You never know what treasures are hiding in plain sight. Before you head off to raid your piggy bank, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button for more tips, tricks, and strategies on spotting coins worth money. You'll learn how to turn pocket change into life-changing cash. And hey, don't forget to like this video. It might just be worth $1 million one day. When was the last time you checked your loose change? If you haven't, you might want to start now. Why? Because sitting in your pocket, wallet, or that random jar on your kitchen counter could be a penny worth, wait for it, $1.4 million. That's right, a single, humble 1998, no mint mark Lincoln penny. And today, we're diving into why this coin is the superstar of spare change and how you can spot one for yourself. And stick around because I'm sharing a wild personal story about how I almost spent a rare penny on a pack of gum. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. So, what's the big deal about a 1998 Lincoln penny without a mint mark? First, let's break it down. Coins minted in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark. That's not unusual. But for this specific year, there's a twist, a rare error that makes it stand out and drives its value sky high. Normally, a lack of a mint mark isn't exciting. But for the 1998 penny, collectors discovered a subtle difference in its design, particularly in the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Some of these pennies were struck with a proof die mint for special collector sets, giving them sharper details and a wide AM design. Imagine stumbling on one of these by accident. Cha-ching! If you happen to find this penny, it better be in mint or near mint condition to fetch that jaw-dropping $1.4 million price tag. Scratched? Dinged? Well, you might still get a few $1,000, which isn't bad for a coin worth a penny. Why so valuable? Coin collectors love errors because they're rare and unique. It's like owning a misprinted baseball card or a painting with a happy little accident. This specific penny became a legend because there are so few in existence, making it the ultimate needle in a haystack. Now, let me tell you about that time I almost spent one of my own rare pennies. I'm at a gas station, grabbing a drink, and I'm short by a penny. So, I dig into my pocket and pull out this shiny 1998 penny that I'd been holding onto because it looked, well, kind of cool. As I'm about to hand it over, a guy behind me says, "Hey, you know that might be worth something, right?" I laugh it off, but his words stick with me. Later, I check it under a magnifying glass and boom. It's one of the rare wide AM designs. Let me tell you, I didn't sleep that night. I still have that penny, safely tucked away. Grab a magnifying glass or a good camera. Look at the reverse side of your 1998 penny. Check the spacing between the A and M in America. If there's a noticeable gap, congratulations, you might have struck gold or, well, copper. Always inspect your change, especially older coins. It's like a treasure hunt, but you don't need a map. All right, let's bring it home. Who knew a penny could be worth over $1 million? It's proof, pun intended, that treasure could be hiding in plain sight. So, start digging through your drawers, your couch cushions, or even your car's cup holder. You never know what you'll find, and hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable coins and want more tips, tricks, and stories about turning pocket change into serious cash, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of treasure hunters, and let's uncover more hidden gems together. You're going through some spare change to grab a vending machine snack, and boom, you find a penny that's worth more than a mansion. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, today, I'm spilling the beans on the 1994 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny that could fetch you a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. Yep, you heard me right. So, grab your coin jar, your magnifying glass, and let's find some treasure. All right, let's start with the basics. What's the deal with this penny? In 1994, the U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies, your standard, everyday copper-plated zinc kind. But here's the twist. A rare error slipped through the cracks. A few pennies were minted without the mint mark. Usually, pennies are stamped with a little D for Denver or P for Philadelphia, but these special ones were missing it. That tiny mistake turned an ordinary coin into the holy grail for collectors. So, why are these pennies worth more than my car? Rarity and demand. These error coins are like unicorns. Hardly anyone's seen one, let alone owns one. And because collectors are always chasing unique items, the price keeps skyrocketing. Right now, the record sale for a 1994 no-mint mark penny is a cool $1.5 million. That's life-changing money for a coin you might already have in your junk drawer. Here's where it gets exciting. How do you know if you have this golden, or should I say copper, ticket? First, check the date, 1994. Second, look just below the date for a mint mark. If it's blank, don't freak out just yet. You'll need a professional to confirm its authenticity because there are fakes out there. But hey, even the chance of finding one is worth the effort. Let me tell you a quick story. One time, I thought I struck gold, or copper in this case. I found a penny without a mint mark, and my heart nearly exploded. I was already imagining my new mansion with a swimming pool shaped like a penny. Turns out, it was just a worn-out coin where the mint mark rubbed off. Total bummer. But hey, it got me hooked on coin hunting, and now I'm here sharing the thrill with you. If you're lucky enough to find one of these pennies, here's what to do next. First, don't clean it. Cleaning can damage the coin and lower its value. Second, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate it and give it an official grade, which can boost its market value. And finally, consider auctioning it with a reputable auction house. With a coin this rare, you'll have collectors lining up to bid. So, there you have it, the story of the $1.5 million penny hiding in plain sight. Who knew such a tiny coin could pack such a huge punch, right? Now, here's your challenge. Go check your spare change. Seriously, that coffee can in the pantry or the jar by the laundry machine might just hold your retirement fund. And while you're at it, why not hit that subscribe button? I've got tons more tips, tricks, and strategies to help you turn ordinary coins into extraordinary finds. Ever hear the phrase, find a penny, pick it up, and all day long, you'll have good luck? Well, what if I told you that one special penny could bring you $1.7 million worth of luck? Yeah, you heard me right. One tiny 2017 D-Mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny might just make you richer than your wildest dreams. Curious? Stick around because today, we're diving deep into this golden, or should I say copper, opportunity. We're talking about a very special penny, its jaw-dropping value, and why you should probably start giving your spare change a second look. Oh, and trust me, I've got a personal story that'll have you laughing by the end of this video. Okay, so what makes this humble little coin worth more than some houses? The 2017 Abraham Lincoln penny with a D mint mark, minted in Denver, became a collector's dream due to its rarity. Only a handful of these were accidentally struck using an experimental planchet material, making them a 1 in a million find. Literally. To put it in perspective, the odds of finding one of these coins are probably lower than me hitting the gym every day this week. But hey, someone's gotta win, right? This penny isn't just rare. It's a perfect storm of rarity, error, and demand. Coin collectors go wild for misprints or experimental coins, And this one has all the juicy details. The alloy used was lighter than standard pennies, and the finish? Smooth as butter. Plus, it features our good ol' buddy Honest Abe. Who doesn't love a penny with a story? I mean, the guy freed the slaves and now might free you from your student loans. Talk about multitasking. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A few months ago, I was cleaning out my car. You know, the kind of deep cleaning where you find that one fry that looks like it might have survived a nuclear winter? Anyway, I stumbled upon a few pennies in the cup holder and thought, huh, maybe one of these is worth something. Spoiler alert, they weren't. But that moment sparked my obsession with penny hunting, and now I check every coin that crosses my path. My friends think I'm nuts, but hey, it's cheaper than therapy. So, how do you know if you've hit the jackpot? Grab a magnifying glass and look for these key details. Look for the small D right below the date, 2017. This penny is lighter than the standard 2.5 grams, so you'll need a scale. Finish. The color and texture are distinct, almost satin-like. Condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Now's the time to finally use that magnifying glass you bought after watching too much Sherlock Holmes. As of now, one of these pennies sold for $1.7 million at auction. That's right, million with an M. And rumor has it, collectors are still on the hunt for more. So, if you find one, congratulations, you've just unlocked the ultimate payday without ever buying a lottery ticket. So, what's the takeaway here? Start checking your change, my friends. That little penny in your pocket could be worth more than you ever imagined. And even if it's not, hey, you're a little richer in knowledge now, right? And before you go, let me ask you this. What would you do if you found a $1.7 million penny? Drop your answers in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of treasure hunters. Trust me, there's a lot more spare change out there worth more than you think. All right, folks, let's talk about a coin that could literally change your life. No, I'm not kidding. Imagine finding a penny, just a regular old penny, in your junk drawer and realizing it's worth $1.8 million. Yep, that's right. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1986 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. This tiny piece of copper could be your golden ticket, and the best part? It might already be hiding in your pocket. Now, before you go dumping out your coin jar like you're panning for gold, stick around, because I'm breaking down everything you need to know about this incredible coin. Plus, I'll share a little personal story about how I almost ignored a coin that turned out to be worth way more than I thought. Spoiler alert. It wasn't $1.8 million, but it was a close call. Okay, here's the scoop. The 1986 penny we're talking about was supposed to have a mint mark. For those of you new to the coin world, a mint mark is that tiny letter on a coin that tells you where it was made, like D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But some pennies minted in 1986 somehow slipped through without that mark. Why does that matter? Because mistakes in coin production are like unicorns in the numismatic world, super rare and super valuable. Collectors go absolutely wild for these oddballs, and the 1986 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the rarest. So, you're probably wondering, why would anyone pay $1.8 million for a penny? Great question. Here's the thing. Rarity drives value in the coin world. Only a handful of these pennies exist, and their condition plays a huge role, too. If your 1986 no mint mark penny is in pristine, uncirculated condition, congratulations, you've hit the jackpot. It's the coin equivalent of finding a misprinted baseball card or a rare comic book. The error makes it unique, and uniqueness makes it valuable. Plus, let's not underestimate the power of bragging rights. Owning a $1.8 million penny? That's next level cool. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I find one of these magical pennies? Here's what to look for. Check the year. It must be 1986. Look under the year on the penny. If there's no letter, you might be in luck. The shinier, the better. Coins in mint condition fetch higher prices. A quick tip. Use a magnifying glass to inspect your coins. Trust me, your eyes will thank you. Now, let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was cleaning out my car and found a penny stuck in the cup holder. It was covered in soda gunk, so I tossed it aside without a second thought. A week later, I saw an article about a rare penny worth thousands. Cue the panic. I scrambled back to my car, but guess what? The penny was gone. Never underestimate the value of a dirty penny. So, you think you found a 1986 no mint mark penny? First, don't freak out. Second, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can damage its value. Instead, take it to a professional coin appraiser. They'll verify its authenticity and give you an idea of its worth. And hey, even if it's not worth $1.8 million, it could still fetch a nice chunk of change. Some of these coins sell for thousands, even if they're not in perfect condition. All right, my fellow treasure hunters, there you have it. The story of the 1986 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny and how it could make you a millionaire. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone who wants to turn spare change into big bucks, this is your sign to start checking those pennies. Every great discovery starts with curiosity. So, dig through those jars, check your pockets, and maybe even raid the couch cushions. Who knows? Your fortune could be waiting in the most unexpected place. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and join our community of coin enthusiasts. I've got tons more tips, stories, and strategies to help you uncover coins worth money. Don't forget to like, share, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable coin. I'd love to hear your story. Imagine this. You're sorting through some loose change, maybe digging through the couch cushions, and bam, you spot an ordinary-looking 1985 Lincoln penny. But wait, what if I told you that this humble little coin could actually be worth a jaw-dropping $1.9 million? That's right, $1.9 million. Stick around because in this video, we're going to talk about what makes this coin so insanely valuable, how you can tell if you have one, and why you should never underestimate the power of pocket change. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss this because, spoiler alert, I've got a hilarious story about how I once threw away a coin worth big bucks. Alright, so let's start with the basics. The 1985 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver. That's what the D mint mark stands for. At first glance, it's just another penny, right? Wrong. What makes this coin so valuable is a minting error that slipped through quality control. Some of these pennies were struck on planchets meant for other coins, giving them unique characteristics. Collectors love a good error coin because they're rare, and rare equals valuable. Now, here's the kicker. One of these error coins recently sold for $1.9 million at auction. Let that sink in for a second. A single penny, $1 million payday. So, how do you know if your 1985 D penny is the one? First, grab a magnifying glass, or if you're like me, squint really hard and pretend you don't need glasses. Look for any oddities. Is the coin thicker or thinner than usual? Does it feel lighter or heavier? Check the details on Lincoln's profile, the lettering, and the edges. Errors can show up as doubling, misalignment, or even missing elements. Now, before you get too excited, let me tell you about a personal experience. I once found an old penny and thought I'd hit the jackpot because it looked weird. Turns out it wasn't an error coin. I had accidentally left it in the washer, and it got all banged up. Lesson learned. Do your homework before jumping to conclusions. The reason this penny is valued at $1.9 million comes down to rarity and demand. Coin collectors and investors are always on the hunt for unique pieces to add to their collections, and they're willing to pay top dollar for something special. The key is authenticity. If you think you've got an error coin, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. And hey, even if your penny isn't worth millions, there are still plenty of valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Did you know that some wheat pennies and steel cents from the 1940s can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Keep your eyes peeled. Here's where things get funny or tragic, depending on how you look at it. A few years ago, I was cleaning out my car and found an old jar of coins. I was in a hurry, so I dumped them all into one of those coin machines at the grocery store. Later that week, I learned that one of the coins in that jar, a 1943 steel penny, could have been worth a small fortune. To this day, I still get heart palpitations every time I think about it. So, take it from me. Check your coins before cashing them in. So, there you have it. The incredible story of the 1985 Lincoln penny that's worth $1.9 million. Who knew something so small could be so valuable? The next time you're sorting through your change, remember, every penny really does count. Before you go, I've got a challenge for you. Take 5 minutes today to go through your coins and see if you've got any hidden treasures. And if you find something interesting, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more tips on coins worth money, treasure hunting strategies, and a little humor to keep things fun. Who knows? The next video might just help you discover your own $1 million payday.